We have some pretty good snowfall going out here right now. Okay, I have the new replacement heater. Let's pull it out of the box. It's the exact same heater that I had. A 3-foot long, 1,000-watt King portable baseboard heater. Alright. Out of the box. Loosen up the cord. Everything's looking fine. You know, actually, this one does feel different. The heating vanes inside are solid, and the heat vanes in the one that stopped working were loose. And then another thing is inside of here, you can see there's a copper probe for the sensor, the temperature sensor. You can see it goes in there, and all the way over here is the sensing unit itself. So the other difference is at this end here, the sensor does not touch the heat vanes, whereas the other one, they did touch the heat vanes. So the other heater may have just been factory defective. So, okay, well, let's, I'm going to plug this thing in and see what happens. Right here at the bottom of the step was a good location for it before. I'm going to open up that compartment door to the water tank. Leads down into the basement, and hopefully it will heat the basement. So, okay, we're plugged in. Let's turn up the heat. Alright, that came on. Cord on this actually seems to be a little shorter than the other one was. That's alright. There. Just put it behind the cabinet door there a little bit to hold it away from the heater. So there we go. And the heater is going to put out an initial smoky smell from the machine oil as it's being manufactured. So that'll last for a couple of minutes. Anyway, there's the replacement heater, and we'll see how this one works. This is how I store the truck camper. So I have my 3-foot 1,000-watt baseboard heater. Seems to be working good. I leave the door here open. That's where the freshwater tank is. And I leave this door open under the sink, and that lets air circulate in and around. It'll work its way behind the stove. And then I leave this here door open. That's the battery compartment there, so it'll keep the batteries warm. And under here is the airflow around the stove, so more air getting in around the stove. And you can see up behind there are some of the pipes, and I have reached in there and put foam insulation on the hot and cold pipes that come up to the sink here. And I'm not sure if you can see that in here or not. Yeah, you can just see the pipe insulation on the hot and cold there behind the heat vent. And then you can also see that I've added some styrofoam insulation to the wall spaces behind the stove there. And any place I could get additional insulation, I've installed it. Then in the bathroom here, I opened this, and this leads into the water heater compartment, which is there. And then you can see all my pipes are insulated. But I leave this access door, which is the toilet paper roll compartment, I leave that open, and then I leave the bathroom door open, and that way that space is heated too. So just leaving compartment doors open and keeping the heat on at about 65 degrees pretty well protects the camper, so long as the electrical power stays on. And I come out and I check it fairly frequently, so I don't think I would go long enough, hopefully, without power that things could freeze on me. So that is how I'm using this heater to keep the truck camper warm and dry through the winter. Then also my rain gutter back here is doing its job. I'm not feeling any sort of a dampness back in this area here. That's a good sign. But you can see that there's evidence of a problem there. You can see the rippling in the wall that doesn't exist anywhere else along here. So I'll keep the eye on that for a while and see if things... we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain, so I'll keep an eye on and see if it stays dry. And then I'll just keep the pillows away from the wall there to let warmer, drier air circulate through there. So, okay. And I'll just hang on to the box there for a couple days, make sure that there's no problem with this heater too. Okay, that's the heater update. So far, so good. Incidentally, I had to put on a new PVC valve today. The valve was probably fine, but I decided to get another one. I had a leak in this elbow here. It just deteriorated over the years and was causing a lean code engine error. So I replaced that with, there's the new PVC valve, and then in place of the preformed elbow, I just got a section of vacuum hose and installed that. So code went away and everything's fine.